Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be taking a look at what it's like to use the cannons on the Pillar of Autumn. So, what I'm referring to is on the mission Pillar of Autumn, on the actual ship, the Pillar of Autumn, you may have noticed that there's these cannons firing rounds in the distance at enemies. So, we're going to be taking a look at what it's like to use them for this video. But before we get into that, I want to first announce an awesome giveaway from my sponsor Instagaming, where you can win any game of your choice. You can find a link for this giveaway in the description below. So if you want to win the game of your choice, any game at all really, then all you have to do is click on the link below and enter the game you would like to win. You can also click some of the additional blue buttons for more chances to win as well. But that's it. That's all you have to do, and after doing all that, you're entered in the contest to win the game of your choice. But make sure to act fast, because this giveaway is for this month only. Good luck! Alright, so, let's get a close-up look of these cannons first. They're actually pretty interesting, and I honestly never would have guessed, like, when Halo Reach first came out, that these cannons were actually usable. Because, I thought they were, like, just kind of things in the distance that kind of fire by themselves, or just simple effects. But no, these are actual turrets that fire actual rounds with actual AI in them. And if you get the AIs out, either through modding or through some other way, really, then you can actually get into these turrets and fire them yourselves. So, as far as I can tell, there are actually 3 usable turrets on the Pillar of Autumn. There's one over there on the side, there's one at the top, and the only other usable one is down here, just chilling at the bottom here. Now, you could probably see like other turrets on the Pillar of Autumn covered all over it, but I don't know if I don't think those are actually real turrets. I think the only real turrets are these 3 here. So to use them, or to see what it's like to use the turrets, the easiest way was just to simply spawn one closer inside the map. And I figured, what better way to do that than to replace the Mac Cannon with the turrets from the Pillar of Autumn. So, with the Mac Cannon replaced with a cannon, actually, from the Pillar of Autumn, we can see what you can actually see like the scale of these cannons, from in a distance, and even in theater mode. Those cannons, they don't look that big when they're on the side of the Pillar of Autumn, but when you actually like move them into the map, and put them side by side with like everything else on the map, these cannons are actually huge. Like it's bigger than a Mac Cannon actually. But yeah, so the thing is, they're not actually that solid. Like most of the model, you could just kind of clip through. I know, like in the center, just kind of like a little small invisible solid piece. But for the most part, these cannons, like you would think they're fake, like so you could just fly right through them. But no, they're actually real. So let's get into it and see what it's like. So right now, this is what's like in first person when you get into the cannon. I did actually fix up the camera a little bit because the original camera wasn't that great, which it's not surprising because it wasn't really meant for players to use. But it does actually have a HUD and everything, which is somewhat surprising because like it didn't really take that much modding to make these usable. They're vehicles that are already in the game, and all you have to do is just simply uncheck like in the options in the settings there's a box that says like whether players can use them or not. All I had to do was just uncheck that box, and that's it. Didn't really have to change much else. These cannons are pretty much almost out of the box usable for players. And I don't know, maybe like at some point in Halo Reach's development, they did consider letting players fire cannons on the side of a ship, maybe. But who knows? It could also just be usable just because it's easier to have AIs use them instead, and by extension, players can also indirectly use them, even though they're not really meant to. But I don't know for a fact. But anyways, what I do know is that it's pretty cool to use these cannons. I keep saying turrets, but really they're actually cannons, because they're much bigger than your average turret in Halo. Now you may have also noticed that these cannons fire pretty powerful rounds actually. Let's actually take a look at the specs of these rounds. So each round of fires has a max range of 550 world units, with a velocity of 100 world units a second, and each round does 150 points of damage, not to mention they're explosive rounds too. And this cannon can fire 6 rounds per second, which does a total amount of 900 points of damage per second. So it is very powerful, and it will shred most vehicles apart pretty quickly. But anyways, hopefully you guys did find this video to be interesting, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. And as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Is there any questions you have, or anything you want me to check out or look into, or any experiments you want me to do, or mods to make? Feel free to let me know in the comments below, and do my best to check it out or look into it if I get a chance. But other than that, if you haven't already, do make sure to subscribe to my channel. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.